Oh, are the Olympics back and are we ever excited? I'm your host, Kirby Lupo, joined alongside my co-host, Cody Stevens. We're going to have some other guests drop by here a little bit later. So how this kind of works with this night show recap, I want to have it here for you guys that, weren't able to catch the games during the day, and you can kind of catch up here in a one-stop shop. We're going to have it tweeted out in the morning and shared on all of our social medias, and we're going to break down the main games of the day. As much as we want to, we're not going to be able to break down every game because we're not able to cover that. We would not get any sleep. I got very limited sleep covering the Canada game here today. We're going to talk about the Canada game a little bit later. But before we do start, Cody, we are going to start at the top with the U.S. But before we do that, I want to give a shout out to our community and now to our international audience. This is why I wanted to do stuff like this, Cody. And the numbers have really blown us away here today. Over 22K viewership from the Canada and the USA stream combined. I know on the Canada stream, I'll speak on this quickly here, Cody. Had people from Egypt, had people on holidays that were Canadian from in Mexico watching us that didn't have a stream, that were exclusively watching us. I know our numbers were up to 200 viewers. I think we hit 17K views, and it was great. And then you guys kicked off our afternoon coverage, and I know you can speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, I joined during the second period, and what I saw, we peaked at 70 viewers or whatever the case may be. It was consistently above 60 the entire day.
Yep.
Or the entire stream, so that was really big.
Yeah, we're just to let everyone know in our audience, we're around, on a post-game show in the regular season, maybe consistently around 20, 30, 40. And, those numbers just even spiked just to be consistently. And then, yeah, the numbers that I was seeing in the morning, it was unbelievable because I was like, I was like to Ryan, I don't know how many people are going to be in the morning. Some people are laughing it's Cats and Rats, an American stream. But so many people found us out there. And I know when you guys were doing the American stream, I counted 10, 20 different streams out there. So just to get those numbers and for people to find our channel, we really appreciate it. We had some Russia stuff in the chat. I think Ryan translated it. So this is just a special time of year. I know for our big Panther streams during the playoffs, I think we hit kind of around 1K, 1.5. But this is just a worldwide event. And I've missed not having the Olympics here for 12 years. I think everyone's happy in the community today, whether they're American or Canadian. These games here today, Cody, I know you're going to be here to break down the USA one. I did watch it as well, but USA with a big victory here today over Latvia, 5-1. That first period was interesting, 1-1 hockey game. You could see the Latvia
really should have been 3-1, but
yeah, the transition play. There was of course those 2 goal calls back, but hey, that's a masterclass by Latvia there. The old Miles Fee, Paul Maurice, as we call it here in the Panthers community, getting those called back. But kind of your breakdown of the game. I know you have some stats and other stuff here as well.
Yeah. First off, I thought Latvia played. They tried to play a very hard defensive game. It was basically, I like to call it the Great Wall of China, where you just basically have 4 guys standing at the blue and trying to slow down the U.S. any way possible. And they were blocking a lot of shots, forcing the U.S. D-men to shoot a lot of shots, which caused them a lot of blocks. And I thought it was a pretty good showing by them for the first half of the game, the first 30 minutes. In the last 30 minutes, it just turned into the Globetrotters for the U.S. I mean, puck on their sticks. They were passing into snapping it around. And I thought the biggest thing was the U.S. defense corps really took over that game. I mean, Quinn Hughes, Zach Werenski, Wolf, those 2 are 2 of the top 5 defensemen in the world right now.
Zach Werenski following up so far here in the Olympics like he did in 4 Nations as a top 5 player in that tournament, I would say.
Yeah, and it just continued. And I think one of the biggest proponents, and I think a lot of the U.S. people, a lot of the U.S. hockey fans were worried about this. I thought Jack Hughes and Austin Matthews were extremely noticeable and made impacts on the game today. I know Brock Nelson had a pair, really should have been a hat trick, but it's just I thought Jack Hughes made a couple great plays. Austin Matthews made a couple good defensive plays, even netted one, which I think was huge for him to start this tournament. And Hellebuck did what he had to do. I have no complaints on him, mate. It's very hard for us to find a U.S. player that was bad today.
Yeah. Well, okay, you mentioned Jack Hughes. What is your thoughts there, kind of on the 4th line, right?
Yeah.
What is your thoughts of him now moving up and playing better on that 4th line than he showed in any parts of 4 Nation, playing in the top 6 and the top 9?
I just think playing like because here's the thing. First off, Vincent Trocheck is not washed.
Oh, a lot of people are so upset online that he was, on this team. And you and I, like, we're Vinny guys, and we know his game and things like that. And again, you can have extra skaters on your bench where some of these teams like Sweden are playing guys 0 minutes and 1 minute. You could have Trocheck on your bench any type of minutes, Cody. If he's got to give you 2-3 minutes, hard minutes, if he's got to give you 10 minutes, if he's got to give you upwards of 15 minutes because you got a couple injuries in the game, he can do that.
Yeah, I thought he had a great game today. Brock Nelson, another guy that was really highly criticized for being on this team.
I was shouting up Brock Nelson. I was kind of in the moderator chat today for the USA game after the Canada game, and I was like, this guy, what a year he's having. Because what he was doing 2 years ago, that play kind of fell off. But that's going to happen with age, and people are like,
and I think
he can't play international.
And I think he had a really tough time switching up to that Colorado Avalanche system.
But no one was given time to do it.
Yeah, and going from the Islanders to the Avalanche, that's a big change, especially offensively.
People are upset because of the prospect going the other way and the package that they gave up. That's what everyone's upset about.
No,
Colorado's trying to win now.
I think he's solidified their second line center this entire year. I mean, he's had plenty of silent 30-goal years on the island, and especially in those years where it was extremely hard to generate offense for them over there. So I always thought he was a good player. But then people were like, oh, why are you leaving Cole Caulfield, Jason Robertson home? Well, the thing is, it's just, can those guys play a bottom six role on a team? I don't think they're trying to look for – I know quote unquote says you got to bring the best players for the best – if you're making the best team, you got to bring the best players. But situations do matter. And Vincent Trocheck and Brock Nelson, they feel like we're two of those situational pieces for this U.S. roster. And the one thing I really – thought was interesting is on the power play, the way they set up, because I'm shocked they have Tage Thompson out there on the first power play. I think he deserves it. I'm just shocked they made that move. And you have Thompson out there, but you have Austin Matthews in the bumper position.
And I talked about in our previous show kind of having Austin Matthews on that rover spot there and having Tage Thompson in the bumper, because you can make hard passes with Eichel where he can deflect those pucks into the net, like on Tage's stick and off his stick. But Matthews is all world too, Cody. He can do that as well. But you're taking away those shot angles and maybe pulling like an extra defender to you where Austin Matthews can move that puck back to Quinn Hughes. He can dance a guy. And now you got like a 2-on-0 down low on a play.
Yeah, but that backhand goal by
can't rotate over, right?
Yeah,
at least not the defense like Latvia or teams like that.
But that backhand goal by Thompson was absolutely disgusting. In tight, roof job, top shelf. Merzlikins doesn't have a chance. Who I thought had a really good game for Latvia until he got pulled before the third. I really don't think.
I told our community start Elvis Merzlikins, and people were saying Shelos. And I like Shelos for going back to Vancouver, but I was like, I think you put Elvis in. Elvis has played some big games back in World Juniors. I believe World Championships. I know Shelos won the recent medal. Was it the bronze medal, I believe, for Latvia's World Championship a few years ago? So they said he was the goalie of record there. But again, I think Elvis Merzlikins has enough experience. You could question big game experience, but how many of these secondary nations have big game experience?
Not necessarily, none of them, because a lot of these, an everyday game for the US or Canada, this is a big game for Latvia. Like every game's a big game in these Olympics here.
You're going to get your best punch, and I think Latvia did do that in the first period. The problem was they ran out of gas because USA has all this depth now within their organization. And that causes so much pressure how USA skaters are defensively. Like when you have Quinn Hughes doing the stuff he does, and then you're like, oh yeah, you can add in Charlie McAvoy and Rowensky, and Faber can play out there, with a Jacob Slavin or whatever. I didn't hear you guys talk on Slavin a lot.
I just thought those two were just steady.
Okay. Didn't hear that on the stream. And I was kind of watching the stream with you guys. So I was a guy that I kind of missed on a bit today.
He was there, but it was just like
wasn't being challenged like how Slavin.
Yeah, the true Slavin wasn't needed today. He just needed to play steady, and that's what he and that's how I feel. But I thought a guy that really had a really good game, and we're a Panther podcast, so I gotta mention him. Matthew Tkachuk was almost like a point guard out there at some points. The way because we all know we love Matthew Tkachuk, just loves to stop when he's on the rush. But now with these players he has on Team USA, he could throw it anywhere and they'll go get it. Like that pass to Brady on the breakaway. It was That's a all world pass right there to kind of float it out there and have Brady kind of skate into it and like not break his stride or anything like that. I thought that was huge. I thought Jack Hughes had a great pass to Brock Nelson on the second goal that ended up being the game winner.
And I just want to add on the Kachuk brothers. I want to get to Matt's question here in a second. Brady Kachuk, we seen it last year in Four Nations. I think their first game against Finland, we actually live streamed this here. If you guys want to go check it out, check out the goals and our reactions and stuff. That was with Big C's. Brady Kachuk again starts off Team USA. Like he constantly, if guys are feeling out the game, Brady in a best on best situation is like, okay, let me make my presence known here. And I think that's very key. That is something any team needs, but a team in USA, that's going to be a key guy for them because you're kind of wondering, well, when's Austin Matthews going to get going? What's Kyle Connor doing here? How's our defense shaping up in this game? Brady Kachuk's just like, I'm going to take over the game here for the first 5-10 minutes and let me do my thing. I think that's big. From an outside perspective, as a Canadian fan, this guy doesn't have a hat.
He did in the gold medal game last year in Four Nations. Like he tied up the game right out in front. And you kind of saw that energy he had when he celebrated. I mean, I love that type of energy. Like, especially in like a winner takes all type of game. That's what you kind of need.
I want to get to this question here from Matt. This is something we've talked about a little bit on our live streams. If you guys haven't been taking part in them, I'm surprised too. And Matt, I think is a Canucks fan. Matt, I think from Canada. I'm very surprised. There was plays in day one. Rasmus Ristolainen hit to the face. That should have been a 5-minute major in a game. There was the guy that rodeoed Elias Pettersson down. And if you guys don't have the CBC feed, Elliot Friedman and panel said they missed that call, and we cannot miss calls today in day two. I think the officiating, from what I saw in the Canada-USA games, the games I watched, was a bit better than day one officiating. So I think they cleaned up some stuff there. And I like, Cody, this is what I always say here, playoff hockey, I know we're Panther fans, I like the referees to put away the whistles at a time and let the guys play.
Yeah, I just think you just got to call the obvious stuff. Like, if guys hook, call it.
Obstructions.
But, yeah. Like, I thought the slash today I did not like that one. That was kind of like what the Panthers got called on a couple.
Was it on Faber or something at the end of the game?
It was on, I think it was on Faber. No, Faber got the cross check. Who the heck was it on?
Okay.
It was on Larkin. It was on Larkin.
With 5 minutes left or something there, You think they would let it play out there. So I don't know if you have anything else to say on that. I think 50% of the officials are NHL, 50% are double IHF. I think Wes McCauley was officiating the Canada game this morning. Do you know who the officials were for the USA game, Cody?
Give me 1 sec here. I could pull that.
I'm thinking they're using maybe like one NHL, one double IHF.
I just know there was one American official today.
In the American game?
Yes.
Because they used to not allow. So if you were a ref of the same nation that's in the game, they didn't used to let you ref or lines.
Okay, so the referees were Michael Campbell, Kyle Remen, and the linesmen were Albert, not even going to try, and Libor Suchanek.
So 2 NHL refs, 2 double IHF.
Yeah, so 1 from Denmark, 1 from Czech, the other one from Canada, 1 for the U.S.
So is there a rule there if USA is playing the game, it has to be USA and Canada ref? If Canada's playing Canada and USA ref? Because it used to not be allowed, I thought.
I'm not too sure about that rule. I think it changes every now and then.
Help us in the comment chat, everyone, in the morning.
Yeah, but I thought the reffing was fine for the most part. I didn't feel like nothing egregious was missed, and I thought the stuff that were called, besides the Larkin slash, were penalties. Like Gensel on the second, that's a penalty right there. I forget the Latvian player that cross-checked. I don't even remember the penalties now, but like I don't mind the way the games are being called currently because I don't feel like it's like a NHL playoff field where it's like NFL street out there. I don't feel like it's like that. Like I feel like it's been pretty good hockey played ever since the start of this tournament.
Is he referring to? Am I pointing the right way, or do I got to point that way?
I guess so. I'm not too sure.
That's Canadian. This is a Canadian flag of the old school. But if you're talking about the ones in the top right, that's our Olympic stuff here, and then our great sponsors, Beck Sells and Canes, where they're on the right.
But then you go to the goaltending. I thought Connor Hellebuyck was he did what he had to do.
Yeah, I thought the first period, I want to see what games Connor Hellebuck is going to give America. And he wasn't bad in the Four Nations tournament. Let's not be mistaken there. But I don't think Latvia really challenged him in the second to third to understand what his game was. When we do the Canada breakdown later, I think we can break down a bit more with Binnington. I thought Hellebuck had to do what he did in the first. But then I think, USA carried the game pretty much from all portions on after that first period. I give Latvia a lot of credit, similar to Italy in that Sweden game. But as the game went along, shot totals go up, zone time goes up. And where I'm noticing with the USA right now, Cody, they are super elite in the offensive zone. Still yet to be determined in the neutral zone, defensive zone, because I need to see more.
They weren't challenged by it.
Right. So.
But
we know we have some answers in the offensive zone. And, hey, Austin Matthews can score a goal best on best here. So I think that probably a little bit of a monkey off his back, because I don't think he had any goals in Four Nations, and he hasn't had any.
I said it on the stream. I said it's gonna within this third. Let's get Matthews one. It doesn't have to be pretty. Let's just get him one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like get that monkey off the back, that best on best or whatever. And that's what he did. I felt like that was going to be the big thing for the third, and then the U.S. kind of just took care of it from there. Like, Kirby, do you agree with that statement right there? The reffing was good.
What's the point of the game there? Sorry, just in the chat.
The reffing was reffing good against in Canada, Czechia.
Yeah, what Matt was saying there, we'll get into that a little bit more. I don't have any really plays that I thought were like super egregious or whatever. Like you said, I don't want those ticky-tack calls happening like in the U.S. game there at the end. Kind of let that go. But again, I didn't see too much in officiating ways today on the Canada game or in the U.S. game that we're breaking down right now. I didn't see too much anything egregious or stuff that was kind of missed. Canada game was pretty rough, kind of away from the play and the walls and stuff like that. I don't know if you noticed that in the USA game. Latvia came out, they were being physical from the start, and then USA's like had to get now that high hit a little bit to Austin Matthews. You can talk about that one a little bit because they're missing some of like I thought in double IHF you're supposed to call anything to the neck and up region.
I thought so too, but I could be 100% wrong on that. So
yeah, I don't know. I think there needs to be clarification on it because I think Elliot Friedman tweeted out something today. I got something else to talk about from the US as well.
I think everyone expected this to be a lot more tightly officiated. We'll see as the tournament goes along. Like, I wonder if it'll get tightened up as the tournament progresses, which I don't think it will happen. But looking at the stats here, if there was one guy that worried me, it still kind of worries me, and this dates back to his Four Nations performance into now, Kyle Connor still worries me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was probably the most invisible forward outside of JT Miller, but JT Miller's on the fourth line, so I can't get on to him too much. I mean, Kyle Connor's on the third line here. And no shots on goal in a game where USA pretty much dominated the O-zone. Like, not a big fan of that. Like, I think you probably get more out of Clayton Keller. I think you probably get more out of Jason Robertson and or Cole Caulfield than Kyle Connor, to be completely honest.
What was Kyle Connor's ice time today and shots on net?
He had 0 shots on net and had 11-20 of ice time.
I was going to say around 12 minutes because I noticed them out there, but I didn't really notice him contributing much, I guess you could say. I don't think any American player had a bad game, but he's the one guy that it would kind of be like, what's going on here?
I thought Eichel could have had like 2 or 3 goals.
Eichel, that the puck wasn't just there for him or that you wanted more out of him?
No, I just think he just missed on some chances. Like, I thought the Kachuk brothers kind of set him up because Matthews probably the facilitator and Brady just takes up all the traffic because he's like just a big mongoloid out there.
I think Eichel is very good for the Kachucks. Last year, we didn't realize that when we were putting Four Nation lineups together. We were like Matthews with the Kachuk brothers. We kind of missed on that, but we didn't really know because we hadn't seen international best-on-best competition forever. But, Cody, I think like Eichel settles those guys down where it's like, okay, I would see it with a lot of the Canada guys. I'll hold on to the puck. I'll see and make a play. You move around. I'll facilitate that for you. I think the Kachuk brothers need a center like that. You got Matthews weaving, darting around out there. I don't know if you find your game, in a tight checking type game. I think it was really good on that top.
They need to the Kachuk brothers need just that defensive-minded center in between them.
But I think they need a methodical guy in the offensive zone as well.
Yeah, I think what Eichel is more of like what Barkov is. Like, kind of just way more. I think
Brady might need that sometimes more than Matthew does because Matthew wants to hold on to the puck and make plays.
I think Brady's a lot more head first when he plays. Matthew's a lot more methodical IQ heavy.
Yeah, I'm going to think about this. Matthew's kind of got the combination of both, where I'd say Eichel's a more methodical guy, and then Brady's all over the place.
Like, he's a bull in a china shop.
So you kind of have that combination of three guys that play a little bit different, and that works. I think if you had a different centerman in there, I don't know if it works quite as well.
And you could see the difference in this USA decor when Quinn Hughes is in here now. Like,
I think we kind of expected that.
We expected it, but I think
he did have that one turnover on the line today, and a lot of teams are doing that right now, Cody. And I said this on our stream: if you make that turnover there, it's usually going to go back the other way for a goal. Today it didn't on that play, I don't believe. But you got to be careful there on the line. But that was the only play that I kind of noticed.
But in the O zone, he was elite.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that was in the O zone. I mean, at the blue line there, up high. Because a lot of teams are playing aggressive on those blue liners, Cody, like through 2 days of this.
I think against like a Sweden, that's a goal. But
well, if you get Nylander and you spring him,
but like as a Panther fan, I'm not used to these dynamic defensemen like this, so it's a very new experience for me.
I remember you saying that. I know you don't like me saying this, but I did say it on the stream today or yesterday on one of our shows. Gustav Forsling can't fall into that trap when he comes back with Aaron Ekblad that he's playing with Rasmus Dahlin, because like Rasmus cleaned up one. I thought Forsling was an A+. I did put that.
Look, Dahlin is probably the fourth best defenseman in the world.
Yeah, he just comes back on plays and cleans it up, and I think that's what you've seen from the American defenseman today. Okay, maybe a mistake had here. We can get back and recover on some of those plays. Latvia did have nice rush chances. Again, I heard the analytics numbers are not going to be shared publicly, so furthermore gatekeeping from the analytics community, which kind of pisses me off. That's a little sidebar. But I thought they had quality rush chances in the first, maybe 3 or 4, but USA started to stifle those off and pinch off those plays when Latvia did have them later in the game, because Latvia, didn't have the legs that they did have.
Yeah, they were done. Right? Even Merzlikins looked done because
they took him out. What do you think?
I think he was gassed, man, because
he was sweating a lot. You could see on the jerseys there, the vented system.
Yeah,
that water, sweat, whatever it was like.
Yeah, but I think it was because the USA were throwing a lot of east-west passing and they were connecting on him, so he had to move around a lot.
And if these goalies aren't hydrated to play like the USA and Canadas of the world, these guys are going to have to be on IVs after. So like you need to be high. You can't be partying in the Olympic Village or the hotels or whatever you guys want to get into on that. You got to.
It might be Dellavedova guarding Steph Curry. Like, it's that level. Like, it's
Dellavedova. Shout out to the WCC, but screw the St. Mary's Gales.
But on the Latvia side, I mean, Uvas Malinskis leads the way at 24-13. He may lead every player that played today in ice time. I may have to double check on that, but 24-13 of ice time, it's either him or Mo Sider, I feel. But
for the day today?
Yes.
What did US finish at?
24-13.
Okay, I said 27-50, so I was a little off, but I don't think it had enough power.
Mo Sider was at 26-18.
I thought Sider might get to 29 or 30 in some of these games. But this game was against Denmark today. So
I think against like a better team, he will be at like 30.
30, kicking things over here.
But I thought
you caught anything else on the USA game? I don't want to just skip around.
No, not necessarily. No, just I thought it was.
Because I know you watched the Germany game too.
I thought it was a pretty good game by the US. I think they have to continue, just kind of build on it. I'm not really jumping around a joy on this victory, but they did what they had to do. There's bigger fish. No. There's bigger fish out there to fry. Just keep it focused. Keep it moving.
Yep. No, I think I got that a sense from you and Nick on the stream, and appreciate Matthew coming on, Caesar, Ben from Wales. He jumped on our stream, and then I've timestamped all our stuff on the Canada stream. You guys need to timestamp it on the American stream. People are going to want to go back and see goal reactions and stuff like that as well. So,
yeah, I think we should bring on this guy since we're moving on. But
okay. Oh, you're hanging around, Cody, for a bit?
Yeah, I just want to talk this Germany-Denmark game because.
Yeah, we can do that first here.
Let's hear it. What did you think about that?
So, for Germany and Denmark, I thought, like I said, I think Germany is a bronze medal dark horse. That's why I have them as my bronze medal winner. And there were two big reasons why I had my bronze medal pick showed up today. Leon Draisaitl starts the scoring off like he needs to. Then Tim Stützle, doubles down. But I thought the story for Germany was Philipp Grubauer.
Interesting. Okay. Go ahead on that because I did not catch.
I thought he had.
I got some follow-ups for you.
I thought he had a really good game. I think he had 37 saves today, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, 37 saves for Philip Grubauer. Pretty much out.
This is the guy you're pumping. This is the biggest guy you're pumping the tires of this whole tournament so far, Cody, going in. Is Philip
He's
Grubauer.
had a really good year, and I thought he had a really down year to start his Seattle Kraken career, which I just think Grubauer is probably one of those Stolarz types where he's way better as a backup than he is a starter. And you're kind of seeing it now. He's had a really good year with the Kraken, and I thought when you get those when you have your country colors on, I think it adds a bit more of a pride. I think you play a lot better. And
especially
I felt like
small European countries, way better.
And I felt like he's a guy that could get hot because he is no slouch when it comes to big games. Remember, he was the primary reason why the Kraken knocked off the Avalanche in 7. Like, he has some of that stuff in him, and 37
I'll
saves.
also say Bednar not knowing how to run a power play unit with certain guys out there. But
Hey, listen, that was part of it. But
what's the guy I always get on? The guy in Detroit?
Comfort?
What?
Comfort?
Yeah, he was out
You
there.
can never remember his name, which is hilarious.
Well, it's not recognizable. Should have E-Rod out there even or other guys out there.
Yeah, but 37 saves for Philip Grubauer, 1 goal on 38 shots. I thought you can't play much better as a goalie right there. I thought
Leon Draisaitl scored like a minute and 10 seconds.
Less than 30 seconds in.
30 seconds.
And Draisaitl had 1-1. And then, Tim Stützle with 2 goals today. Mo Seider munching minutes like he has to for this Germany team if they want any chance at any medal at 26-18.
Wait, also shout out to Timmy Stützle. He can be officially called an Olympic diver. His nickname is officially real now. He dove in the Olympics, so.
Oh, did he? Oh boy.
Threw a penalty on Lars Eller. I saw it.
Cody's hyping up a girl in the American teams that could rival him there. But
you see Cody, that pass though?
Yeah, I see her. I see her passes and her plays and her dives. Abby Murphy or whatever. She's
look. If you saw her passing too, you accept the diving too.
PWHL.
I tolerated. I tolerated. I'm like, huh.
You're tolerating it, huh?
I'm not going to deny it.
I think she would have fit in good with that. But Cody, what did you think of JJ Peterka and some of the other players on Germany today? Did you notice anyone else stand out?
Honestly, what's kind of funny,
Reichel.
I thought Dominic Cahoon had a really good game.
Oh, that's a name from the past.
It is.
It's been a while since I've heard that name.
You play in Buffalo?
Yeah, and Peterka was he was pretty good. He had 1 assist today, and I think he can play. There's another level he can hit. I think
Dominic Cahoon played on Edmonton.
Oh, you might.
He played, I think, a bit everywhere, and like another former Edmonton Oiler that's out there. This guy infamously got blamed for them not making the playoffs one year. Tobias Reeder.
Oh, that was gold. That was gold.
Because he didn't score like 20 goals or something.
But talk about a guy that was trending on Twitter at one point back in the day. Reeder was one of those guys.
Oh yeah, because I forget.
Had his fanboys, and they had people arguing the other way.
Someone threw him under the bus. I forget who it was.
Yeah. Mostly support, I believe it was.
Yeah, but because I think people were like, why did you expect this guy to score 20 goals?
Yeah, like what is your expectation value of him if you're being critical?
Yeah. And then on the Denmark side, Freddie Anderson.
Oh, Freddie. I didn't even think of that. Okay, Freddie was in net for Denmark.
And I don't know if you heard me on the stream, but I threw a little jab and I said a phrase Hurricane fans know all too well. Freddie Anderson's on the bench for the extra attacker. So, and like,
I was speaking of IVs before you came up here, Ryan. Is Freddie going to need an IV like he did after Game 1 of the Easter Conference Final against Panthers? Not going to go the next game? Is he tired?
But like on the Denmark side, I thought they actually had more ozone time than Germany did. It was probably due to the fact they probably have a little bit more talent on like the middle 6 than Germany does.
Because they lack, if any, NHLers, right?
Their best player, I believe, is Nikolai Ehlers.
Okay, and they have any other NHLers?
Alex True, who used to be in the NHL.
First ever Vegas pick, right?
No, he was Seattle. I'm pretty sure.
Seattle. I'm getting the other guy mixed up.
Oliver Bjorkstrand, another one. Nick Jensen. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong Nick Jensen.
Oh, Lars Eller.
Lars Eller.
Okay.
Former NHLer, I believe, Patrick Russell.
Yep, Patrick Russell used to play. He was on.
And that's about the only names I really recognize.
So they didn't have the best 2-3 players out there on the ice, but you thought they had the depth advantage.
Yeah.
That's going to be USA's next opponent, Denmark.
Yeah, and I like our chances. It's really due to the fact that they have a hard time getting to the slot. Like, whenever they had a big chance, Grubauer did make the save, but at the end on the 6-on-5, it was a lot of the stuff from the outside. Grubauer gloving it, no second chances. And, like, Denmark they're just blah, to be dead honest with you. I mean, they're as mid can get in this tournament, I feel.
What's going on, Ryan? What's going on, Kirby?
Hey, how you doing, Big C?
Cody?
Caesar.
What's up?
Damn. Looks like you just got off of a 19-hour drive, Ryan.
No, he's tired because he had to wake up early and watch Canada.
Yeah, and no, I just woke up from
These are hard hours, Caesar.
Caesar,
did you watch the Canada game? Because after the break, we're breaking down the Canada game.
No, but
okay, then you can't chirp. You can't chirp.
I'm not chirping.
Not yet.
Hold
Not
on.
yet.
Hold on.
You started it, C's. You started C's.
No, I'm just
Okay,
saying, if we're doing the Canada segment after the break, you ain't coming chirping. Cody's bouncing after this. So get in.
I understand. I'm helping you guys out. What?
Okay, I'm just saying.
Listen.
Wow, we got hospitality here quick.
Like, I can't even chirp because I don't even know now what to chirp, really.
There's nothing to chirp right now.
Like, I just heard.
All I just said was blow it out your ass, Kirby.
And
then all of a sudden,
no, he was
everybody
chirping
thinks
in the
I'm
chat today.
Basically, what I feel like looking at the stat sheet or whatever, it looked like Czechia kind of was in it for a bit longer than what Latvia was against the U.S.
Yeah, we'll get to the Canada stuff after because I know, Cody, you didn't watch it. Cody, can we talk about? Let's go back to the USA game since we have Caesar join us here.
Yeah.
And Ryan, you know this from watching double IHF like me. We watched them 6, 8 years old. Fans upset about the crease thing. It's in the rule book.
Oh,
you can't stand in the crease.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it happen, I knew it was going to be called back.
Because you were reviewing the rules coming into the tournament.
I didn't see what happened. I just know that the double IHF are very, very, very anal about goaltender interference. Like
when I
was a kid, if a guy skated through the crease, they'd blow the whistle and the play would be dead.
Yeah, like the blue paint is very sacred in international hockey, I feel.
They could blow it dead. They didn't even blow it dead. They reviewed it as a goaltender interference. They could have blown it dead before that because it was Miller, right? He had a chance to get out of the crease. If you're in there for even half a second, international rules, refs can just blow that dead face off.
Yeah.
So
I didn't mind the callbacks. I mean, it just blew the momentum from Team USA, and you kind of saw it go back the other way, right?
But yeah, you can say it blows the momentum, Caesar, but also the players have to know that going in. Like a Matthew Tkachuk, Tom Wilson earlier today, he didn't get called for anything like that. But if you're near the crease, you got to know you can't do that. And there's certain players that that's their game, right?
And it will be consistent too with the goaltender interference. Like that'll be no goal every time if the guy's in the crease. Like
it's just one of those things where you forget where you're playing. I feel you're used to one rule and you forget you're under a new set of rules.
I'd rather it happen now than it does in the metal.
Yeah, they know
that helps.
Look, they know the rules now. Like a guy was saying, the Lavia pushed Miller to the goalie, but the thing is, he did not try and get out of the way. If he's trying to get out of the way, I think it goes the other way if they do push him.
Die Hard. I think sometimes you could be fooled by guys' theatrics in the NHL. They do it very craftily, and we have guys on the Panthers that do that, and they are not innocent parties with it. And Cody and I call it out often with Matthew Tkachuk, Nick Cousins, whoever it may be, right? You can't do that in international play. And I think fans that haven't watched double IHF rules are so accustomed to it not being called down at all. The broadcasters don't even mention it a lot of times, Cody, in the NHL.
There's still one goal I still cannot believe did not get called. There's a couple. Sam Bennett against Boston game 4, where he shoves Coyle into Swayman, and they allow that.
That was so funny.
I don't know how to this day. And there was another one, but it's regular season, so I don't know if a lot of people are going to remember this. But against the Islanders, Matthew Tkachuk and Varlamov got into it. And Tkachuk legit went into the crease, cross-checked Varlamov,
Yes.
and then scores like 5 seconds later.
If that
Like,
happens in the Olympics, then I'm like, everything's out the window here. Like, they're not calling.
like
That was my
and
favorite goal. That was so funny.
And hell, earlier this year, it went very under the radar, but no one noticed it. Marchand cup checked Bussy one time.
Yep.
And he scored. So, and like, the Carolina didn't even notice it. That's why I'm surprised they didn't challenge it. But
to your question, Cody, do you think, and I agree with Caesar that it's better to happen to preliminaries, but I think more stuff's going to happen in the medal round. You're playing better teams and there's going to be less ice and you're going to be competing for that ice. But Cody, do you think these certain players that are in this tournament, we know their names, do you think they're going to attempt this stuff or they know because it's against the rule book?
I think Kachuk's going to try and see how far he can get with it.
That's the way he is.
That's just
too.
how
if you get caught with it, you're going to get caught.
Yeah, I feel like maybe let's say it's like we're blowing out Denmark or whatever, which I don't think is going to happen because I think Denmark's a bit better than Latvia, but the goaltending may be worse. We'll see. But I
know
feel,
you say about Sam Bennett, Cody, but I don't know if he's going to test that water being in the Canada system.
I think Kachuk will.
Yeah.
Kachuk has free reign whenever. But I think with Bennett, he's like, if I do something, my ice time is going to be more limited than
but Kachuk, he doesn't have to worry about that. He's getting his ice time regardless.
I guess.
I think Kachuk is going to see how far he can get with it.
Well, like what he always does. I still remember even another thing when he was poking Jonathan Quick in the face.
Yeah, I didn't like that by the eye level and stuff.
Not that level, but I think he's going to try and test to see how far close he can get.
Well, especially if they play Canada, Bennington is a hothead. But
Yeah.
I will say,
I think Bennington and Wilson will react.
yeah, Bennington today broke up a scrum. He was the peacekeeper.
Yeah,
It was in the third period. I saw a highlight of it, and I was shocked. And the first reply was, "I want Bennington's therapist phone number right now because that's a real professional." Like I don't know how they got Bennington to be the peace negotiator.
I'm the guy that's out there. I'm the original guy that said Bennington to the Panthers, and people are messaging.
I think that'd be
it'd
be the best fit yet the worst fit.
Why the worst?
Because we also have our goalie getting 2-minute penalties for no reason. We already have enough
structure.
We already have enough forwards doing it. Our goalie doing it too.
How often does he get penalties in general?
Like once every couple weeks.
Yeah, like the wires cross quite a bit. Cross quite a bit. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like there's a whole compilation of it. Like there was legit a game where against the Sharks and Aiden Hill's in net and he gets pulled.
So how many penalty minutes does he have now?
I know he has a couple already.
I would almost bet he's had a season where he's had more than Barkov.
Yes, that's the rules that the Olympics are here. This is not an NHL sanctioned event.
So yeah, I'm just now getting in here, guys. What did you guys think overall of Jack Hughes, Quentin Hughes, the defense on Team USA?
Cody covered the defense quite a bit, but we talked about Jack Hughes a little bit. I'm interested to see if he moves up the lineup here with a good performance on the fourth line.
My answer is going to come when we go against Steph competition. I got to see it.
So leave him where he is right now.
I think you do. I want Keller in for Connor though. I'm putting that right now. I just want that to be known.
Oh, that should be.
I don't like Kyle Connor.
Was Keller on the bench today as an extra?
Yes, he was scratched.
Keller didn't play.
Who was the extra?
Trocheck the extra.
He was? Oh.
Trocheck and Hannafin were the extras.
Yeah, I thought Hannafin was the extra on.
But Jordan Bennington has 67 career penalty minutes.
Here, if you let me share the screen, I got the by year.
Oh, nice, Ryan.
19.
Just be careful, guys, sharing the Olympic stuff.
That's the reason why we're kind of. But we're
you can share tweets and
4, 8, 4, 6, 8, 19, 14, 2, 4, and those 2 zeros are when he barely played.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Like there are some things like any hothead is gonna fit well in the Panthers because look, I don't know why I thought he was talking about McDavid, but yes, Kyle Connor was.
Yeah, Connor. Yeah, I always have to type Kyle Connor when I do a tweet because I'm like,
because when I hear just say Connor, I'm just like, oh, that's McDavid. But he's quite a bit of hothead.
Okay,
wires cross quite a bit. And especially
so there's been a couple of years where between 21 and 24, he was with Barkov on penalty minutes.
But I feel like he kind of fits like the Panthers' personality, even though.
No, that's why. And that's also a detriment to us because we're going to have a game where it's going to be a 5-on-3 because I don't know, Bennett gets a penalty and then Binnington gets one. Like,
yeah, but at least he doesn't have to go in the penalty box.
I know, but if he lets
hot take, if a goalie takes a penalty, they should have to go in the penalty box.
I still think one of my favorite clips.
Yes, I agree.
Keith Yandel's brother coaches a junior like a youth hockey team.
Brian Yandel?
Yeah, Brian Yandel. And
he's so funny.
And his goalie got a penalty, and he actually told his goalie to get in the box.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like, there's actually a picture of the kid all full pads, mask, and his stick just in the box, and they put in the backup for the penalty duration.
Hey, Ryan, I think you need your little cafecito over here.
No, I'm gonna have to go to sleep after this. No coffee. I work tomorrow morning.
Sure, and that's why I got to sign off here. I got work in the morning. I think I'm gonna try and get up early to watch Finland, Sweden, but we'll see.
It's at 4, right?
That's gonna be a good game.
6 for
me. I'll do a full game tomorrow, but I need to be going late here because I'm not watching that early, so I'll be watching that late.
And like Canada plays at 3 tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, we have to do that. Yeah, I might watch the Sweden-Finland game after, but I'll probably see the score.
But anyway, I appreciate everyone here for watching with us here today.
Thank you, Cody.
Especially across all the streams. Tune in.
1,000 views.
Yep. We're at 22,000 across both streams, actually.
Yeah.
So and just one last thing. On this Sunday, me and that boy Big C's right there at the bottom right there.
We'll be covering the Germany-USA game.
Yep. As I sign off here, once again, thanks for everyone for watching, commenting, and liking it. Like, we really appreciate it. I'm just blown away by those numbers, to be completely honest with you. I thought medal game would be those numbers, not preliminary rounds already. So we appreciate everyone here for watching. And as I sign off here tonight, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Caneswear.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
Another word from our great sponsor, Jeremy Beckham at Beck Sells FLA. Hey, Panther fans in South Florida need real estate help? Check out Jeremy Beckham with Next Home Treasure Coast. It's a boutique service with a personal touch. Jeremy and his team put humans over houses, working hard for you, whether you're buying or selling. Ready to move? Hit up BeckSellsFLA.com. Again, that's BeckSellsFLA.com, or call 772-475-5371. Now you'll be glad you did. And you guys probably saw this a lot on the stream here today. If you join us, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Like this video. Go and like that Canada USA live stream videos as well. Go give thumbs up there. I think the Canada stream is close to 75 likes. I think the US one is somewhere in the 30 range. So go give a like to both of those. Comment on them if you'd like, or especially on the post-game shows, because I'd like to get back to your guys' comments. If you've missed action or want some questions on the games that you might have missed during the day, we will be here all tournament long for these post-game shows. Purchase Super Chat donation. Shout out to our boy RC for purchasing a membership for someone on the Canada stream today, and then as well on the USA stream. So 2 lucky members out there have become Cats and Rats members here. So make sure to thank RC if you are one of those new members. You can upgrade your membership to gold, silver. If you are a bronze member, there's great perks there. A lot of giveaways. I know if you're not a Panther fan right now, but a lot of the Panther stuff we're going to be giving away is championship stuff, autograph stuff. So whether you're a Panther fan or not, that's very collectible merchandise. So if you are a collectible person and become a member and want to try to win some of these prizes, that would be great. As well, access to other great perks. And finally, before we go back to the screen here is the look at our Olympic predictions there. Ryan, we didn't get yours in there, so you're going to have to just keep letting the audience know with yours. But here's mine, Nick's, Cody's, and Caesar's. Ryan, what was yours?
Canada, US, Finland.
Canada, US, Finland. You're with Finland with our boy Jim Behringer there. Jim Behringer's was Canada, Sweden, Finland. That's what he said on your stream, right, Caesar?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so we gotta get the.
He doesn't even have the U.S. in medaling, which is surprising.
Did that upset your take?
No, I don't think it's upsetting. I'm just surprised. I think Team USA is a lot more talented than people give them. I mean,
I think they're getting respect. You don't think so?
I mean, to have Finland the way they played the other day, I know it's only one game. I think US is better than Finland.
Yeah, I think they're better, but I think Finland can, if Saros picks it up, he can steal a game for sure. And I think
Jim's giving them credit. If they get to the bronze, they really want to win that game.
That's what
I said to Jim, I think, if the Kachucks are in there, they want to win that game. There's going to be someone probably disappointed at some point in this tournament in the semifinal. Yeah. I know everyone's saying Canada, US, and then everyone else is just going to step to the side. That's not how it works, right? So there's things that are going to happen here.
And I was actually really impressed with Sweden. Sweden played a really good game. Yeah. They're really impressive.
Now we're going to get to this. Caesar, I know you didn't see that. Feel free to share any maybe tweets or stuff. I know, Ryan, you've got some stats and different things like that as well. Do you want to share, Ryan? So I'll throw it over to you here. Ryan, thank you for joining me today, by the way.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it was great. Us and our 18,000 viewers now up to crazy.
Yeah. Like, congratulations, guys. You guys did a good job from what I was hearing.
When you told me there's 230 live viewers, I was like, I'm going to start freaking out. Like, oh.
Dude, I think we had close to 200 at one point in the chat.
When I hopped on the chat, I was like, oh my God, these guys got 200 people in the chat?
I was just like going to roll in the morning, Ryan. I'm like, we're Cats and Rats brand America. I'm like, there's going to be Canadians finding us around the world, but like Russia fans, Egypt fans, people in Mexico, all parts of Canada, parts of the States. And I appreciate the people always that are here for us. Like Diehard was here all day. We had D'Lo in the chat with us all morning.
D'Lo was here really active. Yep.
So we had I love that we had the combination of our regulars here. And then, we had new people finding us. You guys that are here with us through thick and thin, I love you guys. And you're like, well, I don't really have a dog in this race with Canada, but I want to jump on with you guys on the stream. So that was very humbling. But just the game. Yeah. What's that, Ryan?
Antonio too, just hate watching the Team Canada.
Antonio always playing around with us in the chat. I see a lot but to the game, Ryan, I thought the first period, you couldn't ask for more from Canada there. All the big guys stepped up, and they just didn't step up offensively, but they stepped up with the physicality.
No, for sure. And it started literally with the first shift when McDavid just levels a guy, and that just sets the tone for the rest of the team. Like Marchand tells Tom Wilson, hey, huge hit out there. And he's like, that's Davo. And you don't really see that from guys like McDavid, those skill players often. And he decked a guy. Like, he absolutely crushed a guy in the corner, and that sets the momentum for the team. And McKinnon with the reverse hit that he got early in the first period. And when Canada's best skilled guys that are making physical plays like that, it sets the tone for the team and shows them they mean business. They don't care they were playing Czechia and they weren't playing, the US, Sweden. Czechia is still good, and they went out there and kind of like showed them how much they care. Because I'll always say at the end of the day, they care so much more about this than anyone could think. That putting that maple leaf on their jersey, watching McDavid play, totally different player. Like, I have not seen that extra gear from him in a while, probably since the playoffs. And this is like the first game they just come out full-fledged on fire. And even guys like Parayko were great, clearing the front of the net. Like, people question that a lot. And he's out here, that big body, clearing the net, getting pucks out. Morrissey, who's hurt a little bit, he had hopefully he comes back. Guys like Makar that were dancing through guys. It was just, that's the physicality and grit and skill that Canada's been winning with so many years over international hockey, where they play this very, very structured form, where they're very solid defensively and they don't give up high danger chances. But with the addition
they say the physicality is losing in the Canada game at the junior ranks and stuff. Like, what are we doing? We don't have
Well,
McDavid's like, I'm bringing the old school back, and I'm going to show this isn't away from Canada.
This is what we used to do back in the juniors when the Aberley days.
The Sam Bennett stuff on every line.
Yeah, literally. Like, when we used to play with like Eberle and Hall in the juniors, like that's
those guys weren't hitting, but everyone else.
No, the guys around them. They had the couple skill players. Yeah, they have a couple skill players, and the rest of them are physical big guys. And that's how they play. The best is they play with this very strong structure where they don't give up high chances, and you have that mix of talent and skill from McDavid, McKinnon, Celebrini, and others that can break it every once in a while and have explosive plays. And I think that's really the key to winning internationally.
You saw, good points, Ryan. You saw all-world ability by U.S. in the offensive zone today. What you saw all-world from Canada today was the 200-foot game.
Yeah, that's
if they're playing that 200-foot game, you got to show me who can beat
194-foot game. 194-foot game. They don't have a 200-foot ice.
Okay, 194. Okay, correct you on that all tournament. Yeah, but I thought the 3 stars today, Cale Makar, Binnington, great shutout. I told everyone, settle down with all the Binnington hate and the doubt and all that. And then 3rd star, you said McDavid in there. You could throw a bunch of different guys in that spot. You even might put McDavid at the 1st star. But the way that Makar controlled the game, and you want to talk about physicality, you didn't talk about his physicality.
Oh, right? He was hitting guys,
rubbing guys out on the boards.
Oh yeah, he hit Pasternak. He crushed him against the boards when they were on a 3-on-2 odd man rush there. And
Pasternak's like, I don't think I want any more of this game. No. I'm not saying he went away, but they kept him to the outside in the perimeter, and I didn't think he was like a huge threat today.
He had maybe one good chance where he got to the slot, but first period he did nothing. Second period had a couple like chances where he did, and the third period totally shut down.
Yep. So was this the kind of like the naysayer saying, "Oh, Canada isn't that physical like U.S. is," and it's Canada saying, "You know what? We'll show you." Let's bring that physicality, or maybe more.
I don't think that question was posed. That's just something I'm posing, Caesar. But go ahead.
Or maybe is it because in World Juniors, Team Canada just wasn't playing physical, and the media was out there talking about them not being as physical as they used to be.
Yeah, that okay. I'll say that can be really deep inside baseball is the term, Ryan. That maybe a guy like Crosby is mentioning that to the players. I don't think it's a talking point for Canada, because Canada's like, we're going to worry about what we're doing, even though, the Canada junior programs here, what happened in World Championships last year, we're going to focus on what we're doing here. And this is the best accumulation of Canada talent. But those talks could have happened at some point. Maybe, the Hunters came in and talked about it, or,
or could this also be like they haven't been in the Olympics since when? 2014? And it's like all of a sudden they're all, because a lot of these guys, this is their first time being in the Olympics.
Oh, you're correct.
So, this is their first time experiencing that moment. And for these guys, they want to make a first impression, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you could also attribute it to that as well.
I'm going to say on the Canada side, Ryan, first impression, that's true what Caesar's saying, but it's more the pressure of like, we don't have to. We can't go out there as the Maple Leaf on our chest, especially the forwards. The big names that we know. We can't just go out there and make an impression. We have to make a statement, and we have to show up and show out. And they did that today, Ryan. I think they want to show a good impression. It takes a higher level with the Canada forwards.
Yeah. You never see it from a guy like Marner any other time, and he showed up crazy this game.
He's like last year. I got relegated down the lineup because I didn't play good to start Four Nations. People forget that. It's like, I got to start the tournament better. That was Mitch Marner's best game, and I get on him. I'm the most critical guy. That was his best game, bar none. If you look at all the Four Nation games, I don't care about the gold medal game last year. But what he did today, he did all the little things well. He makes a highlight reel pass. You called it the Bobby Orr play. Bobby Orr goal. He did the Bobby Orr pass play, diving over and having his own Olympic moment there. So, hey, Mitch Marner, we need you to play like that 5-on-5. Don't be waiting for 3-on-3 overtime.
Yeah.
Play like that from the start, right?
No, for sure. And that's a guy I didn't expect to be a star, and they put him on the third line with Stone and Crosby, and that might be
the one guy. Is he going to pout? Is he not going to buy in?
But that might be the best third line in history. Holy, like they were always in the offensive zone. They were very good at the cycle game. I noticed that. Mark Stone was very good defensively too. He's always been a sulky guy. Yeah, he's a sulky guy. But they were just constantly putting the pressure. I noticed the first and third line were always in the offensive zone whenever they had the puck. And I guess an extra shout out to Celebrini too, because Celebrini is 19, youngest guy on the team by far. And he literally, you could have told me he was a 7-8 year NHL vet. I would have believed you. He played with so much poise, composure, none of those silly turnovers or mistakes. He was locked in, and he showed he belonged right away.
Ryan, if you want to use the word pressure, I don't think there was pressure on Canada if they went to the dressing room at 0. But the 19-year-old puts you on the board before the end of the period. It's like you can't even explain that. And all the guys, how they come around and celebrate. And again, I think it was important for Celebrini to go to the World Championships. People roll their eyes when I bring up international competition that isn't the Olympics. They say they don't care, Ryan. But I think that was important for him to go to that World Championship. Everyone clowned on Canada for losing in the quarters or whatever. But what Celebrini did there, playing on the power play, playing with the veterans, going under Crosby's wing, he picked up stuff last spring and summer to implement into his game, probably going into this year from Crosby.
100%.
And you've seen a payoff already in his first game, best on best in an Olympic atmosphere here. So,
no, that's amazing. And the kid, he has nothing but ups going his way. He's incredible, and from what he looked really comfortable out there, and that's really dangerous for the rest of the Olympic teams that they're going to be facing.
100%.
I do want to get to Matt's question here. We do got to get into Jordan Binnington. I said I want him to be the starter. A lot of people, Ryan, were saying to me, oh, do you go with Thompson? No, you go with Binnington. If he stumbles, if he falters, then you question going forward. The next day is going to be the Switzerland game. You're playing the backup goalie, likely Thompson anyways. And then you evaluate going into that France game, who is your starter? Because that's likely going to be your starter going into the medal round. Now I think Binnington has that France game unlocked. Doesn't matter if Thompson pitches a shutout. It's going back to Binnington, and then you're going forward with Binnington into the medal round. And hopefully if Thompson has a good performance, you're 3-0. But regardless, 2-1, whatever situation, you go to overtime, whatever. I think Canada's in a good spot here. You go back to Binnington for the France game, and you would think he's probably not going to falter or stumble for that game. And then you're going into the medal round with Jordan Binnington.
And then I know that's why I was actually happy to play Czechia first as an opening game. Because, we play Czechia game 2 or 3, and Binnington falters or so happens to. Then what do you do for the medal round? Like, you're in that awkward spot. Like, I feel like in Four Nations in the beginning, we were in that awkward spot a little bit where we didn't have like a solid set plan until and we just kind of we were like trusting Binnington. So I will say,
but I liked how they played against Sweden. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just think it was like he had a clear cut cutout role for him this one. He knew if I play good today, that's my medal game. Like I'm playing for the rest. You know what I mean? I think he had that mentality, and he played it like it was a big game, and he really put his heart on the line. And we haven't seen that all year from him because he's just a different beast internationally, I guess, right? Like playoffs, international. Yeah.
Check this out, guys. Scored in every debut.
Wow.
USHL, NCAA, NHL, and now the Winter Olympics.
Thank you for that nugget there, Caesar. I'm not having me caught up on social media. Trying to do everything. I'm like, I feel so far behind with this early start time. Canada's start time is going to be 3 p.m. Eastern time-ish. I'll be here for that. I think our guy Ben from Overseas Wales will be joining me for that as well. So a little bit better start time, and then we'll go into the evening with our post-game show tomorrow night or today if you're watching this. But yeah, it's a great stat there that Caesar showed from Celebrini. So many people in our community have been messaging me, Ryan, about Macklin Celebrini's game. And there's one guy out there in the West Coast, I'm going to say Johnny Boy Films. And I'm like, oh, I wish we were Sharks. I'm like, we're not the Sharks of Celebrini. We're the Stanley Cup champs right now. Like, they're at a different progressional path. We're not going to have a player like that. You know, love to have, a young, goalie like Igor in between the pipes too. But, you don't have that. But what Celebrini's done here is not just through skill. It's through hard work, effort, playing the right game. And I think that first line could stay together. They think Wilson is the Hyman, and, to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, that's Celebrini on steroids. Let's be honest here. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, first overall pick.
About 100 times better. Sorry.
Already Celebrini is clearing Nugent-Hopkins in his second year in the
NHL. I wanted to ask you guys, defensively, how did you guys feel you guys did in the back end?
Amazing. No complaints. I think first period it started a little, slower where they were having a little trouble clearing the zone outs. But after the first period, for sure, excellent by all the guys who got a lot of flack. I think Doughty was great with getting the puck out. He was making very quick decisions, even though the game was going fast. Doughty showed that he's been there before. He knows how to make those quick plays out. I think him and Harley were a great pair when they were on together. When Morrissey went down, it was kind of a lot more Theodore, and when Theodore was playing up with, I think he was with Parayko, because when Morrissey went down, that pair was doing their thing. And then Kirby, you can just talk about that first pair all day, right? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Like Taves was even activating. He got some nice shots there from the point where Canada all day had that traffic going. And I just want to say to your point there, Ryan, I do agree with you to extend the first period, but I'm going to give credit to Czechia where they had the zone time and cycling, and they were taking care of the puck really well. When they could get into the zone, I thought that's where Canada, okay, maybe on their heels a little bit. People are going to get on Drew Doughty. Maybe I got on him a little bit on the stream, but I was like, okay, he's getting back on the play. He's just got to move the puck just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I know. I think
he's shoulder checking. He's looking where to go, and it's like you're not going to have that time and space all the time.
No, but I'm still think he played better than I expected. I thought he'd really look a step behind.
But now, as you're going to look on a back-to-back, you can limit his ice. Again, I think this favors Drew Doughty as well, Ryan, with the extra defenseman, the extra forward. You could dress players. Now, like Cooper, he can roll the defense, and you can limit those minutes. I know some people are upset about Travis Sanheim that are in our Canadian chat. They don't want to see him out there, but I don't mind rotating him in on a back-to-back, see what he looks like, see what Doughty is. Maybe you limit those minutes. Maybe you give him a seat just to get a rest. But you have that option to be able to play around with Drew Doughty here. To Matthew's comment, we did mention this on the live stream. It was funny today, Ryan. I talked about, hey, we need the Crosby line to get going here. I'm seeing little elements of it. And then we see the goal where Mitch Marner sets up. And then we were talking about Macklin Celebrini before he scores that first goal about how his dad works for the Golden State Warriors in the NBA. He would come into the gym with these championship caliber basketball players, and they're like, hey kid, do you want to put up some shots, Macklin? He's like, no, I'm going to go over in the corner and work on my stick handling. How many kids would do that in a situation where, let's just say those players are a fraction famous of the Golden State Warriors and not want to put up shots and fool around, but let alone dynasty team, multiple champions. And he's like, no, I'm 10 years old. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to work on my stuff. You know what I mean?
Insane.
That's insane. So that was kind of the story shared on air today. If you guys do want to check out the CBC or Sportsnet stream for the Canada games, if you do have access to it by any means that you're able to find it, I do recommend it. Great intermission panels there. But I do hear, Ryan, that the TNT, and Caesar could speak on this too, they are doing intermission shows, I think, for all games, not just USA games as well.
Oh, I didn't even get the USA intermission show. When I was in Canada for CBC, I just got the view of Italy, and coverage will resume soon. So.
No, but I think they're doing what I've understanding. They're doing coverage on not just USA intermission show panels. They're doing it for like Finland, Slovakia, CBC is doing. So I'm very impressed by that. I was kind of surprised at first that even CBC was doing the Finland, Slovakia full intermission show. But I guess that's what they're doing. So great.
NBC's doing a great job with the Winter Olympics.
Let's hear more. Like, talk about it for sure.
What's that?
Who's on the panel? Talk about it. Like, me and Kirby don't get that.
So, it's what's his name from Monday Night Football, who does it with Chris Collinsworth. But and then what's her name? She does on Sunday Night Football. I'm so bad with names, guys. Sorry.
Troy Aikman or Joe Buck?
No. Shoot. No, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
It's Sunday Night Football.
Oh, I know.
Sunday night. Yeah.
It's
Sunday
NBC. It's wait.
Chris Collinsworth, and then who's that?
Mike Tirico.
Mike Tirico. He's doing a great job.
Mike Tirico. Yeah, he likes.
Yes. Christine Tappan. There we go. Thank you. Die Hard.
Thanks,
Die Hard's better.
Die
Hard to the rescue.
He jumped on the page. You can help us out. Catherine Tappan. Yeah.
No, she's doing a great job. So they're all doing a great job of not just covering the Team USA, but covering everybody. Team Canada, Team Sweden, Team Finland. And they're doing a good job of like getting to know behind the scenes of what the players have been through, which players are coming in. Even for Team Italy, like there's a couple of players that we didn't know about. And, they have a couple of fast players on that team. And their goaltender before he got hurt was playing incredible. Like, can we sign him as a backup?
Yeah, he gave me some. What's his name again, Ryan? He gave me some Luongo vibes there.
Right?
What's his
Clara?
name? Yeah, Clara. Yeah. He's second round draft pick of Anaheim. So.
Oh, okay. So he's already
a high pick.
He's a high pick. I wonder what they'll do with Dostal, which we got to see today.
And he's huge too. He's 6'6". Like
he's 6'6".
Luongo,
you're right, Kirby. He does remind you of that Luongo kind of like
how he tracks the puck, how he kind of moves in the net, how he goes down in his butterfly, how he's along the ice. Now he has not. I don't think so. I've only seen one game. He's not Luongo with the glove hand.
No.
That's generational.
Yeah,
but, that glove hand and the athleticism that Luongo used to have. If you guys are new Panther fans or didn't follow him into Vancouver and all that. Like I don't think Claire's game, but along the ice, puck tracking, watching kind of like around the net, I'm like, this is giving me some Lou vibes here.
Oh, thank you, Aaron. Big super chat, super sticker.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Aaron. I don't know if Aaron, were you in the chat today for the Canada or the US stream? Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it so much.
Let's go.
Thank you so much, Aaron. We appreciate all the donations coming in on these hours. Makes it worth it, but I'll even say today, like the views and everyone in the chat, that's
the most views I've had on my channel. So I'm like,
and Caesar, I'll give credit to Caesar. He never questioned me at once. Caesar bust his ass behind the scene for me. He never questioned, like, Kirby, why are we doing these Olympic streams, or why are we doing the Canada? Like, Caesar never questioned. He's like, yeah, let's go ahead with it, Kirby. Let's get prepared. Let's do it. And I said, I don't know what to expect, Caesar, but it's going to be fun, working with all of you, That's
and I think we like this. This is like this is what we love to do. You and I have taken broadcasting school in college and stuff. So this is what we love, our passion. So it's not really like work for us. And
like a passion project or however.
Yeah, we love doing it for our fans and being able to stream with Cody, Nick, and Matthew and everybody else and talking shit between us here and there.
Can I just jump in? I want to give a shout out to Nick today. Hell of a job he did.
Yes. Except he cut me off at the end.
Did I see the end? You guys said go USA at the end, Ryan. We really fumbled the bag there. If you want to blame me,
that's okay. No worries. Well,
cut you off. We'll have to check out. Timestamp it, Caesar, because I told Nick and you guys timestamp it so we
he
go back.
Did hop on and apologize. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were." I was like,
"Well, you guys had a lot of people on there, and Nick was having to traffic control there, so that."
I told him I got him, but you know how he is. So, but no, we did a great job. We did a good job. I was proud of Nick because a year ago I don't think he would have been able to handle it.
Yeah, I would have been like, I'm throwing too much on his plate here, and I wouldn't want to do that. But I thought he was ready, for it. Yeah. Really
no, he did good getting everybody in there. And shouts out to Ben.
Yeah.
Ben from across.
Ben wants to get the MVP award here for logging the most hours, which he might beat you and me, Caesar, because if he's on both streams and he's available night and day, I just, the unfortunate thing is he won't be available for these post games, which I would love to have him on. But he's going to be watching the games, hopefully watching some games that we might not be able to catch, where he can give us some intel and some information coming into these post games, because it's hard, some of these games that are four games a day and at different hours of the day. So we'll try our best.
I need to change my whole schedule around. It's the only way it's going to work.
Hey. Right, you did say I was going to work, but tomorrow you won't be around for the Swiss game.
Yeah, third period.
And then USA plays Saturday. What time, guys? You guys have a time frame on that one?
Are you talking Sunday? Because we aren't planning to do Canada, France, or USA, Denmark, but we will do post games that night.
You play 3:10 on Saturday.
Okay.
We'll do post games on Saturday there. So Saturdays are after dark show anyways. We need to have Jim come by Saturday night and then, say what happened on Friday and Saturday and break that all down, right? I think Jim's watching a lot. So we'll need to have Jim on here. Might try to book a guest tomorrow night here for the Friday stream, but just finding out like who's watching these games. If you're in the community and you're a member here and you've come on our streams before, hey, reach out to me and say, Kirby, I caught 2 or 3 of the games today. Love would come on to the post-game show, help us out. As shout out to our boy Adonis Aiden, you can jump with us as well.
And I might have I am gonna have an episode on Monday. The Big V show. I'll probably have a special guest talk about the Olympics. Ooh. Trying to get Merles on, see what he thinks about his Sweden team. So
he's Sweden American, is that his allegiance?
Yeah, yep. He's kind of Sweden American. So I'm gonna try to get him on. We'll see. And then the other guest, maybe Jim again as well. So
hey, when you get Merles on, give a shout out to who, wink wink, Caesar, that we can get on here. So
I'm trying. You guys know I am.
Does this guy that I'm indicating to you, is he off right now or is he working?
He's off right now. They're all off. They're not there. They're not there.
Okay, well, this is the time to catch him, I think. So, yeah, that's for sure. Tell him about our numbers today and everything. Show that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, show me and Kirby with our.
Yeah, show our stream. That's good. Again, he's not Canadian, the guy I'm talking about. But well, we'd love to have him on. He has a lot of intel and insight, the guy we're indicating. But anything else, gentlemen? I think we kind of broke down all the Canada game there. Ryan, a little preview ahead to Switzerland, Canada. Switzerland won today 4-0 over France earlier in the day. A little bit more rest than Canada will have, but Canada gets a couple extra hours on that turnaround into Friday here. Friday afternoon our time, Friday late evening, I believe, Italy time.
So Canada-U.S. quarterfinals tomorrow, huh?
Canada-U.S. quarterfinals. What?
Is it for the women's?
No, they're not. Canada did a little better than that to play U.S.
Yes, we're not that bad, Steve.
Not that bad.
I'm trying to catch up on the women's.
Canada women did get.
Oh, sorry. Diehard meant he's watching the Canada quarterfinal or the U.S. quarterfinals, the women's, and the Canada versus Switzerland game. 2 different games. He's gonna watch.
That's on Friday. 2 different games.
Okay, I was gonna say. You said USA women's quarterfinals are tomorrow.
USA's playing Italy and women's. Who's Canada playing, Ryan? I'm not sure.
So then it is the quarterfinals for both of them.
Yeah, but they're not playing each other, Caesar.
No, I never said they were playing each other.
Germany, I think.
We're playing Germany? Okay. That's what we heard. But yeah, no, they're not playing each other. But they might match up, and would they match up in the semis? I don't know how the seeding works there. No, Canada would still have been 2, right? They might have been. I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know. You guys help us out. Diehard's
the expert.
A correspondent there, so you help us out, Diehard. Medal count right now, what I'm getting here, U.S. is second in the Olympics at 14. Canada's
Real quick, we got a good question from AB here. What do you guys think of Sweden's coach benching Forsberg and OEL?
AB, we have crapped on the Swedish coach dating back to the Four Nations. Cody, Nick, and I.
He's awful.
Ryan and Caesar haven't spoke on him as much, but OEL not getting any ice time, and Forsberg played 1 minute and 10 seconds in the opening game.
Like, what is he thinking?
Okay, here's what I'll say, if you don't mind. OEL, I don't mind him being your 7th whatever defenseman. I don't think he's like the greatest, but guess what? You are playing Italy. You can easily find 8 to 10 minutes on him. You give your bigger boys a break. You were up 4-2 at a point. Italy was not coming back. We all knew it. I don't know. Couldn't find any minutes. Doesn't make sense. But the Forsberg one is the one I really have a problem with, because am I crazy, or is Forsberg not like their 3rd best winger at the worst?
4th best forward, I thought.
Yeah, like after Nylander, you could literally make an argument that Philip Forsberg is right there. I was going to say Forsberg. Yeah, they're close, like similar.
But Eriksson, Ek, all these guys. Ricard Raquel?
Yeah, Ricard Raquel is not better than Philip Forsberg, especially not on the wing. Get serious.
And how Pontus Holmberg, I know he's playing a different role, but you saw today with USA playing Vinny Trocheck on the 4th line. You see Sam Bennett and like Reinhardt on the 4th line. You're telling me Philip Forsberg can't play on a 4th line on a stacked Sweden team and Pontus Holmberg? Hey, Holmberg, go take a seat over there. But I don't know,
Yeah, I don't know. Holmberg, I don't even know how he made the team. Still crazy to me.
I don't know how Holmberg made the team over Michael Backlund, and Cody Mykos can shit on Backlund, but you have Backlund on the team. He's a veteran guy. He's been in Olympics before, I believe. He's a centerman for you. You can play him in different role situation. Backlund's an elite penalty killer. So you have Holmberg out there, and you're depending on that. That's a really weird decision by the Swedish.
I also wonder.
Forsberg's not a young player either. He's a veteran, Ryan.
I know, and I also wonder if they move away from Gustafsson next game, because I know they won, but he was not good.
I agree with that. Okay, Raquel. I don't know about as Raquel, but okay, AB might know more about.
Can't pay for sure. I can totally see that. Great playoff guy too. But
and I want to give a shout out to that Eriksson Ek line. Eriksson Ek, Kempe, and Nylander. Like, that was domination. And I told Caesar, and he did do it. I told him draft William Nylander with a 2nd, 3rd overall pick.
Got me 1 point. I don't know about my other guys, but
only one. Are you saying only 1 point on Nylander? Because Nylander could have 3-4 goals.
He could have. Yeah. And there's still plenty of time.
You watched that game, right?
Yeah. I watched that game. That was a good game.
Buzzing.
Yeah, he was buzzing.
I was working. I missed
this game, and I need Cody to watch it too, because you guys need to see that on the replay.
I'll be turning on the Canada game here right after.
Especially the first period.
Yes, I'll be putting it in the background while I work here. But anything else, gentlemen, before we go?
Ryan?
Well, just a great day of content. We were live in total probably like 7 hours a day. So
dude,
great
it's
to
amazing.
meet you. Yeah,
it's amazing.
I love it. Yeah.
And you know what I love about it? It's just not like the competition between not just Canada and US, But all these nations, like everybody from all over the world, are tuning in, watching.
Egypt. We got Egypt.
Crazy. I mean, so it just goes to show you like the power of YouTube and the power that that the internet has, and it just makes the hard work, Kirby and everybody else that we do. You too, Ryan, behind the scenes.
Ryan does a lot of our graphic stuff and different things.
Oh yeah, thanks guys. I've been a little falling behind.
I want to give a shout out to Ben Saunders that we mentioned earlier, and our boy Jack Powell as well. We're putting their music on the channel.
The music here, so that we don't get any copyright. So
yeah, all of our own original. We have free reign to play. So we appreciate Jack and Ben for that as well.
Yeah, I mean, and dude, this goes to show. I mean, I'm getting people messaging me saying they like our graphics. They want me to teach them how to do it. Well,
look at this comment right here from AB.
You know what that means?
Watch out for the lady boys, but enjoy your vacation.
Ryan, stop. Hold on. I guess we're after dark here right now, but yeah, Caesar's great work on all of our Olympic stuff here too. Kind of me and him collaborate together. I say we kind of need it to look like this, and Caesar's like, I got you. So me and Caesar, really good collaborative team here. Ryan, I'll mention some stuff to Ryan, but Ryan sometimes just runs with it. Ryan's going to be working on our intro and outro for Panthers post game. Hopefully,
before the Olympics. After Olympics. When the Olympics is done, it'll be there.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So we got a good surprise for you guys on that. Great music on that too, I think, from Jack. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, I can't believe we got robbed for the Olympics for 12 years as best and best. Like, how great is this? Because I know a lot of you guys probably didn't watch the 2014 or 2010 Olympics as seriously and weren't like totally into it, especially some of you younger guys. Why were we robbed for this for 12 years? This is like amazing. This is like peak hockey.
This is amazing. I can't believe like we were missing this for 12 years.
I met Ryan 3-4 years ago here through our community, and as Canadian to Canadian, I've talked to Ryan about it all the time throughout.
Yeah. We're so nostalgic about the 2010 and 2014 runs. Holy.
Ryan loves the 2010. I get that with Vancouver. Ryan's in the majority. I love the 2014 because it was clinical hockey. It's what we see from Paul Maurice now.
I love the 2014 as well, just because that's the last one I really remember and I really tuned into.
Yeah.
Because both Canada and USA played against each other, and it was just, I mean, Luongo. I mean, he was still playing. So
Luongo 2010. Price was
Luongo only played one game in 2014. He shut out Norway.
That's what it was.
Yeah, Carey Price was dominant, but he was in a rocking chair back there with how the defense with Canada was. But yeah, and again, I understand people are like, they reflect back on it if your team or your nation wins. But I am a hockey fan, and I will talk about like Sweden, Finland was a great final. Czech Republic, the run that Hasek and Yager and those guys had in '98. Pavel Bure was the leading goal scorer coming into Russia into that gold medal game. So just going back, I've been watching some of that stuff off air, going back through the different Olympics and stuff like that. So for me, it's not just all about Canada. It's going back, watching the history of the game best on best. And it's been a great ride here with everyone here in the chat. We will be back tomorrow for the live stream Canada-Switzerland, and then the post-game show later in the evening. Stay tuned, time to be determined, because, I want to get guests to come on with me, and we kind of have to figure that out through the day. So just stay patient there. Turn your notifications on. If you can't catch us live, appreciate you guys catching us on the replay and stuff like that.
So anything else before we leave, gentlemen?
Before we leave, I do have to say, let's go Canada.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't say it earlier, so let's go Canada, right?
And like I always say, guys, one shift at a time, one period at a time, one game at a time. Let's go USA.
Side of you, so I remove what's right and true. The beating undivided, all the voices in my head.